I saw my husband who had his own business and I was so jealous. I was, running that rat race, getting up, get out the door by 7 a.m. to commute for 45 minutes to work in corporate America, follow orders and not really be able to kind of do what I wanted to do. And the lifestyle of a small business owner is, I don't know, it was so attractive to me. And I was so jealous when my husband's like, oh, we just got 2 feet of snow. I'm going to go snowboarding. Being your own boss is where it started. And, my background was marketing. And so I was inspired from him initially. And you were an independent contractor from like basically the jump.
Yeah, I was arrogant enough after 1 year of working for full-time for an agency out of college to go out on my own and start freelancing. And it was the best decision I ever made, but it was also really risky. And it was a really fun experience. I did freelancing for different agencies. I had my own client base. Devon and I were lucky enough to get to start working together. And I was just at a point in my career where I was hungry for something more with more meaning and more partnership. And in that time, I'd learned so much from freelancing at these different agencies of things I didn't want to do. And I know you'd seen them too from your side of the table, seeing different contractors who you were working with coming to you, and you were seeing that they were being taken advantage of. And so I think we were both really excited about the prospect of creating an agency that really is based on integrity and transparency, and that we could provide a really amazing service to these guys while also being our own bosses.
Having worked IT in the Navy, but also wanting to be creative, like having those two sides of my brain where I'm like, how does this come together? And I just kind of naturally came by SEO because you have to get creative, but also look at the analytics. And so it was fun to take that skill set, and you have the skill set behind like paid media and the spreadsheet and the numbers and the data and how you have to babysit that. Like you have that attention to detail that I completely, like I could not do that on a day-to-day and be that focused for that many hours. And you just have that naturally. So working together, we realized really quickly our skill sets complemented each other.
Yeah.
And so you were like, I think on a boat in Positano or in Italy, and you're like, how do we do more of this? And then we joined forces. And yeah. I think we're like a yin and a yang naturally. Like it's such a vibe. It's always been easy.
It's always just been so positive. And that's on that trip, I was finding myself running back inside to check emails from my clients that had nothing to do with you, that were stressing me out. And I was not happy in that part of my work. And I was so happy in our collaboration that I was like, why don't we just lean in on this space and do this? And I loved that you were like, you were the one that dropped the like date we were truly gonna make it happen. I'm like, I guess, and it was like within the month I was getting married too. So I was like, I was fully committing myself all over the place.
A month of commitment. But then our partnership is just like, you couldn't ask for anything more in a human than like what you are, like personally, professionally. I think you are probably the smartest woman I know. Like, I mean, it's just been such a dream. And I feel so lucky that every day I get to work with you and we get to collaborate in a way that really benefits our clients, because it truly is. We just have, I don't know, it's just a natural chemistry that's really easy to come by. And any business owner that has a partner and it's working really well, like you're so grateful for it, because you do hear like horror stories.
I know, it's just, I've told so many people this over the years that I could have written down the business partner I wanted and gone out on a worldwide search for them, and I probably wouldn't have found them. And then one of my best friends just happened to marry this beautiful woman, and we became friends. And then after that, I figured out how incredibly brilliant you are, and then we started working together, and I couldn't ask for more.